What is up, people? People of the internet. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the circus. Take it from the top. Woo! Woo! Oh, yeah. And the reason why I say the circus is, well, because of the stuff going on in life right now. It is a crazy world, and yeah, we're going to be looking at Michael McDonald and his crazy clown wife, who is probably taking him for all that he has. So, anyways, I get it, brother. Hang in there, man. Okay, I feel your pain, bro. All right, so here we're going to review a little video on YouTube about this guy, Michael McDonald, and he has an outburst in court over his child custody issues, his no contact order issues, and yeah, the courtroom is just like very anti-male at this point. And that's fine. That's fine. If the ladies want to have the power, it's okay, because guess what? Yeah, guys, you got to get really good at reverse psychology, because when you use it to your advantage, it will be greatly to your benefit. So I'll explain more about reverse psychology here in a bit, but for now, let's go ahead and get right into this video. And if I pause it from time to time, it is not because I want to interject necessarily and provide my commentary. It's just because I don't want to be hit with any copyright strikes, because yeah, I cannot afford any more on this channel. I'll be taken down, man. All right, so let's get right into this and review this criminal, this bad guy, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, let me first explain that people do not become criminals without a reason, okay? There's usually an underlying issue here. So one thing I like to focus on a lot on my channel is therapeutic resolve, okay? How can we navigate through our problems rationally, peacefully, and in a religious sort of way? And the reason is because the way we cope with life is the key to getting out of our problems, okay? And we can become better people as a result. That's why I'm a firm believer in the Bible and in church. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into this video.
Next, we're in Las Vegas, Nevada, for a bond revocation hearing for a defendant accused of violating his parole. A year earlier...
Look at this bad guy. You could just see it on his face. You know, he's like child molester, freaking wife beater. Just look at his face. And by the way, I'm joking. And Jesus says, do not judge by the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, when you are passing judgment upon people, that it's a righteous judgment. Because, yeah, you could be used, you could have your very own judgment used against you. So be considerate of other people. As a matter of fact, Jesus said in Matthew chapter 7, judge not that ye be not judged. For with the same judgment that you judge, you shall be judged. Okay? So if you don't want people looking at you and saying, oh, you know, that lady's a Karen, make sure you don't judge other people by the appearance. Just be fair. Okay? That's all we're saying.
35-year-old Michael McDonald was released on bond while he awaited trial for charges including burglary, forgery, and perjury. The criminal charges stem from a long and contentious divorce and custody case that ended with his ex-wife.
Whoa, man. Hold on a second. Do you see this? Do you see this picture here? Like, who designed the courtroom? Like, this is really bizarre, okay? Why is this female clown jester hanging up on the wall? Is it for cultural relevance? Is it to say the courtroom belongs to clown female empowerment?
The criminal
Totally joking, but I'm totally joking, by the way. And if you don't know what a jester is, this is a jester, and that's what the picture is. Okay. Wow, internet, you are letting me down. What is going on? Ay, ay, ay. Anyways, as you can see, these are pictures of jesters. Okay, entertainment value. Yeah, you get the idea. Okay, let's continue.
Charges stem from a long and contentious divorce and custody case that ended with his ex-wife being granted a no-contact order to keep McDonald away from her and their 2 children.
Oh, how convenient. Oh, so he's obsessed with you, wants to sleep with you. Oh, darling ex-wife. But instead of getting a court order that goes against you, or excuse me, that bars him from seeing you, you instead get a court order that bars him from seeing you and the kids. Oh, how convenient. You're so righteous, darling. Listen, if you want to play fair, ladies, and you still want a male figure in the kid's life, okay, this is how you do it. You get a court order barring the husband from seeing you alone, not the kids. The kids didn't do anything, okay? Why are you punishing him like this? Okay? But see, guys, this is how they work, okay? This is how they operate. They don't like you for some reason, so they're going to go after you by taking the kids from you. It reminds me of that one scene from Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Green Goblin. His heart. Go for his heart. Watch. Let's see if we can pull this up.
Spider-Man is old but invincible. But Parker, we can destroy him.
I can't.
Betrayal must not be countenanced. Parker must be educated.
What do I do?
Instruct him in the matters of loss and pain. Make him suffer. Make him wish he were dead.
Yes.
And then grant his wish.
But how?
The cunning warrior attacks neither body nor mind.
Tell me how!
The heart, Osborn. First, we attack his heart.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Buddy, if you are being attacked by the devil, bro, guess what he will do? He will use his wife to come destroy your heart, okay? So, be on the lookout, all right? Guard your heart, all right? If you have kids, you have a wife, don't get too caught up in the emotions, okay? Guard your heart, because guess what? It could all be taken away from you, bro. All right? You have to be like Job. And what did Job say? He said, the Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. So you just let it go, man. Don't fight it.
Now, as he awaits trial on criminal charges, the state argues he violated his parole when he violated that no-contact order.
And by the way, that picture of that jester is just creepy. Get that out of the courtroom.
One of his release conditions was to have no contact with the individual, his ex-wife. Approximately a month ago in June, he then mailed a number of items to his wife's address.
The items mentioned were actually gifts addressed to his children. McDonald's.
Ooh, you saw the look on her face like, why are you mailing gifts to your children? I know why. You're just trying to get with the wife. You're trying to get back with her. Okay, and you're just mad because she won't put out anymore and won't give you none. Son.
Lawyer claims his client didn't know sending the items violated the no-contact order and argues he should be allowed to remain out on bond until his upcoming trial.
He sent 2 gifts, that's it. No nasty notes with them. Mr. McDonald is not violent nor a threat to the community. He has had no allegations.
He's not a threat to the community, but he's very disgruntled towards his wife. So I understand why the court would side with the wife to grant the no contact order because, he may still not have let go yet, so to speak. But once again, if we were going to play fair, we would keep him away from the wife, not the kids. All right. And you would need to be very specific in the verbiage of the no contact order to kind of like be understanding a bit. Okay. He has to be within, all right, just a few feet of his kids. And sometimes the wife is going to be there, especially when they're exchanging kids. So you got to be kind of understanding about that. All right. I get it. Now, if he, maybe lunges at her to choke her, okay, throw him in jail. But other than that, come on, people. All right, have a policeman in the presence, okay, watching the exchange if you have to. But I mean, let's not punish the children for a chip on the shoulder of the wife, okay? Just because the wife hates the husband doesn't mean we should punish the children, because those are the ones that suffer in the long run, and you don't realize that. You're like, oh, I'm going to make him suffer, right? Just like the Green Goblin.
Dead.
Make him suffer! Make him suffer! We're going to attack his heart, right? All right, you might have won that game, won that battle, but the real ones who are going to suffer are your kids. Think about the kids. Don't think about yourself. But that's the problem. Some women really don't care about the kids, and that's unfortunate. So ladies, you need to care about your kids. It's not all about you anymore, okay? You're going into your 30s. You're going into your 40s. Life is halfway over. Get over it, okay?
Violence.
The defense is presenting McDonald's actions as an innocent mistake. But Judge Kathy Hardcastle knows the history of the case and isn't buying it.
I would note that back in the family court, he constantly violated orders. He would always insist that the order said something else.
The judge also cites McDonald.
By the way, I'm going to go ahead and just move this right over here, let the video play, and we can just listen because, yeah, no copyright.
McDonald's history of unstable behavior during his divorce that ultimately led to the no contact order being granted.
I was the one who found that he was a potential danger to his children because he lied to the court about surrendering his weapons after he'd been ordered to surrender his weapons, and that because of his bizarre behavior, putting a tracking device on his wife's vehicle.
Whoa. Hold on. Bro, you put a tracking device on your wife's car? Are you crazy? Okay, look, man. If she's getting her back blown out by some dude, all right, you can rest assured it's probably happening. Okay, you don't need to hire a private eye to find out if that's going on. It is going on. Okay, it's probably been going on since you guys were married. Okay, you have to understand female nature. If she's not getting it at home because she's turned off by you, she's probably getting it somewhere else. Okay, and she probably got it after you guys split, and she's probably getting it now. So stop with the tracking device. That's pointless. And just understand, yes, some man is getting with her right now. Accept it. It's not a big deal. Okay, go get a girlfriend.
And so I'm seeing the same type of conduct, and it's an obsession. It's a escalating course. I'm not sure that he is capable of controlling himself because he wasn't before. So based upon that, I am granting the motion.
Moments after the judge makes her decision that McDonald...
Get him out of here. Get him out of here, you pig.
...did indeed violate the conditions of his parole.
How dare you fight for your family? How dare you?
Court marshals approach McDonald with handcuffs.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
It's unclear what McDonald
He's like, you know what? Bump this. You're not taking me to jail. I love my family.
is trying to say to the judge as he pulls his arms away. What is clear is that McDonald is not ready to cooperate.
Cooperate. And guys, this is why you need to work out and get buff. So when you have two dudes on you, you can throw them off like the Hulk and like take off running, okay, and like jump out the courthouse. No, I'm just kidding. You guys need to cooperate, okay? Just take the L. It's okay.
Mike, calm down. Mike, calm down. Relax. Breath. Mike, breath.
I'm not messing about this. Come see my kids. Come on.
Mike, calm down. You take a deep breath.
Guys,
Okay, and I'm going to stop it right there with that final word. He says, you guys are going to arrest me because I miss my kids. Come on. So I think the courts need to be a bit more understanding of fathers. Like, hey, I know you think you don't need men, but you kind of do. All right? Do you want to go out and do construction work? Or do you want your husband to go out and do it? Okay? So, yeah, you need men in society. And male role models, okay? Unfortunately, a lot of female role models just don't cut it, especially for young men. Young men need other men. And if you think you can just replace the biological father with a stepfather, think again. A lot of men do not want to raise another man's seed, okay? So you're talking about a liability. Now, if you happen to be smart enough to find a sucker who'll take over that role and put up with you and put up with your kids from another marriage, good job. Well done. But chances are that's not going to happen. Chances are you're going to end up with another child and another biological father. And he's going to be out in the streets with $30,000 in child support debt. So, and guess who's going to be all alone? You. Because Johnny over here, old ex-husband, he's going to get a new girlfriend. He's going to move on in life. His money is going to skyrocket because he's going to get a new career and he's going to pick himself up, dust himself off, and make it. All right? Now, I get it, guys. This is a hard hit. When life hits you hard, you got to get back up and dust yourself off, okay? That's why I say stay sober. Don't let life get you down, man. All right? Accept your mistakes and own up to them. Tell God I'm sorry. And just agree with life, okay? So, I feel bad for this guy, man. I really do. He just misses his kids. I'm sure he's made mistakes along the way, but it's not hopeless. So, buddy, if you're watching, once you get out of jail, just let it go. Let it go and get your life together. Okay. Get back on your feet. Start again. It's never too late. Okay. So, moving on from that, I wanted to kind of talk about reverse psychology. So what is reverse psychology? Well, essentially this. When somebody says, I want this, and you say no, you are resisting them. And you're not getting what you want out of them. For example, when someone comes up to you and says, I want a divorce, and you say no, well, now there's tension, okay? And you end up getting the opposite of what you want when you fight it. So when somebody comes up to you, like your wife or your girlfriend, and they say, I want to break up, I want a divorce, all you have to do is just agree with them. They give you a no contact order. They tell you you can't see your kids. All you have to do is agree with them. And why I say that? Well, because in the long term, you end up getting what you want. So if your wife says, hey, I want a divorce, it's over. You can fight it and say, well, the Bible says I hate divorce and this and that. And you try to hold her to the standard and you bring up the contract. You say, well, this is not what I signed up for. You put your name on the dotted line and we have a contract saying we're married. Okay? You're resisting it. Okay? I want you to not resist. I want you to agree with them and say, you know what? You're right. It is hopeless. It's not working. That's fine. Take the kids if you want. Go out of country. If you want to make sure I never see them again, that's fine. But just so you know, when you do that, I'm going to be out here playing around. I'm going to have me a girlfriend or two. So, and I might even start another family if I decide that's what I want. So go ahead. Go ahead and take the kids and leave. So guess what, guys? I got some good news for you. They can only take 50% of your pay legally speaking. So what does that mean? That means if you only want to work 2 days a week and have them deduct your paycheck, that's fine. That's all she gets. Go work at McDonald's twice a week. Tell her have a nice life. Peace out, baby. Enjoy the $100. Look it up. Think I'm lying? Go look it up. So, yeah. You think it's hopeless in this country? It's not, man. It's a free country. She wants to take your kids and leave? Sayonara. Like I said, own up to your mistakes. Agree with God. Tell God you're sorry. Get back up and let it go. Because in the end, what might happen is she might wake up and realize, oh, yeah, this is probably not the best decision. I know because my ex-wife has actually come back to work it out with me. So I know what I'm talking about, okay? So true story. Ex-wife came back. Both the kids said, hey, let's work it out. And I'm like, no thanks. Peace out, darling. You made your decision. I mean, and I told her, I said, look, if you want to come back and you want to have this work, you need to move back to Florida, come back within close proximity of where I live, where my family is, and we can make this work, okay? Because it's no longer about you and me, it's about the kids. And I'll be a father to these kids. And guess what? She would not go for it. Because it was her way or the highway. It was, hey, come live here under my roof or stay out there. And I was like, I got property out here, plus you're abusive. I don't know if that's going to work for me. So, that's all I'm going to say, guys. When your wife comes to you and says this is over, I want a divorce, just agree with it. Just say, you know what? Okay. That's what you want. And when you do that, you end up getting what you want in the end. So this is Homer McDonald, and he's got some great material. But this website, stopyourdivorce.com, it's a very lengthy introduction. I don't have time to read it to you, but basically the premise is this: stop pressuring, stop criticizing, stop complaining, stop whining. Number 2, agree with anything your mate says or does. Put a good name on it. Agree with their negative feelings. I'll read this little part to you. And then number 3, and then I'll move on to the next topic. You see, when one partner has a closed mind and is divorcing the other, they are in love with their negative feelings. So they put their negative feelings in charge of the door to their mind. And when you try to reason with them, you're telling them that their negative feelings are wrong. That causes their negative feelings to lock the door tighter. Agree with their negative feelings, whatever they are. Yes, this relationship is hopeless. Yes, you will never be able to trust me. That's exactly correct. Do not defend yourself. Just agree, sound sincere, and shut up. So, he tells a story in this little article. He says, when he was counseling people, all right, and he would do hypnosis, all right, usually what he would say is to the other person, he'd say, your hand is getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and their hand would begin to float. Well, this one patient came in, and he would say that, and she would say, my hand is getting heavier. So what he did was he just used the reverse psychology and said, yes, that's right. Your hand is getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And bada bing, bada boom, her hand started to raise and get lighter and lighter, started to float. That's the power of reverse psychology. You need to learn how to use it. Okay. Number 3, act perfectly happy about everything as it is. The status quo, as it is. Act perfectly happy, even if you're not, okay? Act perfectly happy. Enjoy your space. And actually, I'll even go so far as to say this. You need to genuinely be happy. The way you can do that is this right here. Just getting more of this book, okay? Enjoy your space. Enjoy your freedom. Tell them they are correct and that you all were getting too serious too fast, or whatever their interpretation is that they've given to you. Agree with it. Act happy about whatever it is that they want. This uses jujitsu, and it always works, okay? Excellent article. StopYourDivorce.com. You need to go there and visit. I go back there quite frequently and just reference it because it's something to kind of keep in my mind about reverse psychology. It always works. All right, now, Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5, verse 25, agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out thence till thou hast paid the uttermost farthing. Jesus said, agree. He said, agree with thine adversary. That means be agreeable. The problem with men is that they're not agreeable. Most men are very disagreeable, hence why this guy was fighting the police. He's like, I miss my kids. Man, bump this court. You guys take me to jail. And then the cycle begins of drinking and blaming yourself and woe is me, okay?
Officers come to
So, guys, make sure you agree, okay? This could have been avoided had he just let it go. Just say, you know what? Take your little clown happy female court and go somewhere and but you know what? I'm going to agree with you today and just let it go. I'm not even going to fight you on this. You want this? You can have it. All right? So if they're fighting you, resisting you, just go ahead. Go right ahead. Knock yourself out. There's the door. You want to leave? Don't let it hit you on your way out, okay? And he could have skipped out of that courtroom and went like that and, tipped his hat to the police officer and say, have a nice day. It was nice chatting with you. And drove on out, okay? I went and, got with his girlfriend the very next day or that night. Started working on his next family, okay? That's how you have to do it, man. Do not pour your emotions completely into these girls, man. All right? It's fleeting, okay? Besides, one day they'll come back around. So just remember that. Get your life together. Don't be sad. Stay sober. And chill out. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. Because, oh, man, it is a circus out here. Oh, my gosh. It's great. And we will be listening to this circus music in just a second after this short word from our sponsor. Come on, YouTube, you suck. Woo! Oh, it's great. When you win, it's great. The only time you lose is when you quit. That's the only time you lose. So don't quit, man. Keep going. If you guys need to talk, make sure you leave a comment, leave your socials, reach out. If you need a hug, bro, okay? We can talk about this all you want, okay? Thanks for watching. I'm BP signing out.